Been through them trenches, been in that dungeon. It's amazing I'm able to still function with the dirt from the prisons that I was buried in. Plus the weight of the world I'm now carrying. But I gotta keep fighting, I can't stop now. For the sisters and brothers that's still locked down. For the people that's battling heavy mind wars. In the darkest of hours is when I shine more. Victory is all I see, I'm so locked in. Cause going back in that box is not an option. So I grind all the time, that's my mind state. The sublime intertwined with divine fate. It's whatever for the fam, that's how I'm structured. So when the road gets tough, I get tougher. Some fake, some folded, some fronted. But not me, all I can be is 100. Some fake, some folded, some fronted. But not me, all I can be is 100. 100, 100. All I can be is 100. 100, 100. All I can be is 100. Welcome to the 100 TV.
Purchase your tracks today.
Yo. Hey, that was my man, my brother, Po Life, man. Streaming everywhere. That was actually the new intro.
I like it.
Intro. Yeah, he put that together, man. Shout out anybody that knows the backstory to the page. Free Jefferson Ellie. Free my brother. Hey, supporting him. Free everybody that needs to be freed. And salute to anybody that's impacted and affected by incarceration. Mental health this month. My co-host today, before I introduce her, so eloquently noted that this is Suicide Prevention Month, Suicide Awareness Month, however you want to title it. We combating that too. If you don't know, let me let you know real quick. This is D100 TV. We get up here, we talk about everything, but most importantly, we keep it 100. Because if you're not being 100 with yourself, how you gonna be 100 with anybody else, man? Yeah. And that's law. I'm gonna get straight into it, man. I'm gonna allow my special guest co-host to introduce herself. She's not unfamiliar to this type of terrain right here, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce yourself, co-host.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl MJ. If you don't know, now you know, of course. Podcaster, media host, and model. You model with the bottle, your hostess with the mostest. Is the best way I put it. But what's good, everybody? Thank you so much for having me. Oh, I'm so excited to tap in.
Indeed. So, backstory is your podcast, which is extremely dope, which you can catch on the Hip Hop Network TV. Your girl MJ, herself. You came to our school. You did a dope podcast, just a dope piece of content. When it came to my wife, we call them family, not staff. I thought that was dope. Along the way, I don't know if, again, I was saying, I don't know if it was from watching other podcasts or maybe things you might have posted on social media, but started seeing some of the other things that you do. Start, like you mentioned, modeling. I see you on the runway at events with the micro. A lot of people can do this behind the screen when there's no actual in-person interaction, but it's different when you can get into those events. It doesn't matter where you at. So salute to you for that as well.
Thank you.
So I'm always intrigued by the hustler is what I'm saying. Myself, I get up 3 a.m. Monday through Saturday. Like we said, we get it. You know what I'm saying? However, we got to get it. But also, like we've been highlighting not just the hustler, but we've been highlighting the Black woman. So salute to y'all. Always say salute to y'all. Y'all, hey, man, y'all are powerful. Y'all got a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, y'all got a lot on your shoulders, man. Real talk. We've had some people that were my age. I know you definitely a little bit younger than me and whatnot. So I definitely wanted to get you up here to talk about it, just to give a real in-person, in-depth perspective. when it comes to hustling, when it comes to being a Black woman. And we probably need to touch on what it's like to live down here in Atlanta too.
Ooh. We need to touch on all three of those, okay? All three of them if we can.
Let's get it. So let me ask you this. Let me get straight into it. Mention some of the things you do. You mentioned, I mentioned, but what's the background? What's the drive? What led you from where you started to where you're at today?
Ooh, okay. I'm trying to make a long story short.
I
I actually really never thought I was going to get into any of these things. Modeling, media, any of that. My mindset was nowhere near any of this that I'm on right now. But about 4 or 5 years ago, I'm walking in the corner store. I live upstate New York. I'm walking in the corner store. The lady's like, this lady comes up to me. She's like, "You ever thought about doing modeling?" And I'm like, "Girl, no." I says like, I'm just trying to get this money. I'm not really thinking about nothing else. And I'm thinking, modeling is like, you see that on America's Next Top Model, but you're not thinking you a model. You know what I'm saying? So when she asked me about it, I'm like, I don't know. And the person I was with at the time was like, "You should just do it. Just try it." I'm like, it's like $50. You get all your pictures back, and you work with a whole bunch of photographers. I'm like, okay, F it. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'll go. Ended up connecting with a really, really dope photographer, and he literally molded the way I move today, to be honest, with poses and stuff like that. So I actually worked with him a lot, and then I got tired of New York. I came to visit. My grandmother passed away, and I ended up relinking my sister. And then I came here to visit. I'm like, I'm about to move. Give me a year. I'm about to move. She's like, I don't believe it. I moved literally in a year. I literally moved here in a year. I didn't know anybody. Huh?
Straight to Atlanta. You say you didn't know anybody?
Straight to Atlanta. No, I didn't know anybody. I mean, real estate. She's older than me, so we're not really even nowhere near in the same gaps. And so when I moved here, I literally didn't know anybody, as in career-wise, at all. No photographers, no models, no nothing. I didn't know anybody. I ended up shooting my shot with the first lady I saw doing a fashion show. She needed male models.
Let me stop you real quick, and then you keep going. Let me stop you and then you keep going, because a lot of people don't get this part, and I think you're gonna be able to definitely break it down. There's a lot. There could be a lot more hustlers in the world, a lot more business owners, a lot more people pushing their old brands if they had enough courage. You jump from one state to another state. No allies in foreign territory, as I say. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have no. I need a phone a friend. None of that. You came straight down here. When was the reason, or what when, like, was it courage? Was it were you scared and you went anyways? Can you tell people there's no perfect time? I know there's no perfect time, but what's your perspective when it comes to jumping in there and getting it done? My guest done buffered out. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and keep forward on with this. Let's see if we can get her back up here. I think she just froze up. It's all good. Let's see if she can hop back up here, y'all. We getting into Hustling 101, man. Shout out to Yagirl MJ. We're live. Technical difficulties. I'm gonna see if I can get her back up here. What we about to get into is basically just getting on into hustling, into what it means to be a minority. In her case, as I said earlier, one would say a triple minority. She's in her 20s. She's African American, and she's not from here. She just stated. There's a lot of things going on in Atlanta. There's a lot of things going on when it comes to the terrain of this country. Not to get all into politics and all that, but just when you look at society and you think about how hard it is for some of us, you start hearing about the horror stories that go on in the hospitals. You start hearing about some of the horror stories that are going on specifically with Black women. So that's what we're touching on. Hopefully she's able to hop back on here. She was getting ready to touch on when she left New York and went straight to Atlanta. Didn't know anybody, didn't necessarily, have any allies, anybody that she could, have her join her down here that could give her a lending hand. If she's not able to get back up here in a couple minutes, I think we're going to go ahead and restart, hop off here and go again. Sabir, peace, brother. And she's getting back up here.
What?
Hey, it's live. You were just getting into. I had just asked you what gave you the courage to leave New York and come to Atlanta.
Okay, I got you. So, courage. It's honestly ballsy. I just really got tired of being in that sunken place, and I honestly was getting dabbered. Like I thought I was getting like hit left and right every time I tried to move. So many things was coming up. I was losing money, everything, and I still was like, okay, I don't know. But I had to get up out of there. I had to get away from the bad things that was going on. And then a year prior to me moving, I got shot in club, and it was just like, okay, I really gotta go. I really gotta go. Like I can't even like go out and enjoy myself without being a victim. And so after that, it was just like I kind of wanted to leave after I got shot, but I was scared. And then I just got so tired. My grandmother passed. I was like, I gotta get away from it. And then it was hard. I only had me, my dog, a suitcase, and not even $150 in my name. Like, I didn't know where we was gonna go. I'm like, man, I don't know what we're gonna do. I'm talking to my dog, too.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? God does everything for a reason. He blesses you for a reason. It is not for the weak, but I definitely just knew
it's definitely not for the weak.
It's not for the weak. I always tell people that. So many people move here. They call me like, yo, MJ, I'm here. I'm in town. I just moved here. And then like not even 2 months, they moving right back. So yeah, that's really what pushed me. Like that was the courage, the being tired. I'm not really, some people are the things that I see keeps them the most is either a job, a relationship, or or friendship. Those three things are like the main thing that keep people. It's like I want to leave, but my mom's here, but my friends is here, but I don't know nobody. It's like you can meet anybody anywhere, but I'm not really family oriented as big as some people. So that's probably what made it easier for me to just get up and be like, okay, I can go. But
when I came down here, I knew my wife. When she came down here, she knew nobody. So she came down here with 2 suitcases, her stool that she did hair on, and I think she had a one-way rental. That's a different type of heart, man. But I try to tell everybody when it comes to taking that first step, whatever it is, which is generally the hardest, because once you in, you in. Once you in, like you said, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's not for the weak. But once you in, you got to swim. Once you jump in the water, so I be telling people just jump in the water. Just go. Figure it out. If you a hustler, you're gonna figure it out.
Right, you'll figure it out. Baby's gonna figure it out. As soon as you throw them, you be scared, like, oh my God, my baby, but they start swimming. This is how it goes. Like, so yeah, that was courage to get up and get up out of here. Me and my dog, we said peace.
$150, let's go.
Yeah, it was definitely like, God, what we gonna do? I'm on that plane. I'm like, I don't know what we gonna do, but we gonna figure it out. And a suitcase, no furniture. I didn't even have a car. Like, I didn't have anything. Like, I literally sold everything. I had an open sale, apartment sale. I let everybody come in my project and just buy it. I don't even care how much you tell me. Just take it. And that was it. I just dipped.
Salute to you, because I see where you're at now, but we're gonna go ahead and connect the dots. So go ahead. I mean, you here, you in Atlanta, touchdown.
Oh my God, I'm in Atlanta, touchdown. I touched down September 1st. And then September, I was not even 10 days of me living here, literally. I get into a bad car accident, 15 stitches to my face. I lose my car. I get my car. I had just got my car. That's how funny it is. It's funny now, but it's not really funny. I just get my car, and I literally get into a 3-car wreck. I lose my car, damn near majority of my face, because my face was tore up. It was 15 stitches of glass all on my face. And I just was like, you know what? Maybe God can move back. maybe God want
We
me
all
to.
have those moments. We don't have it like that necessarily, but we all had those moments, those turn back moments that you look back at now, like
I would never do that. Right.
yeah,
I would never. I mean, I really was like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? But God put you through. Maybe He wanted me to, like, I always wanted to know why it was so early. You know what I'm saying? But looking at all the stuff that I've done, I need to go through that early. Like I had to hit it right on the head. I mean, I was like, damn, you didn't even let me stay a month. But I needed to hit it because when He blessed me, it was able to just take off from there. You know what I'm saying? Like I literally got into the accident. I was like, I'm done modeling. I look ugly. My face is a mess. I don't even know how I'm gonna repair it. And like I went through a weird phase. I didn't model for a minute, and then I got that one opportunity I was waiting on. That one photographer that I've been dying to work with ended up hitting me up, and I was like, "Damn, I don't know if I feel pretty enough, but I'll still go." And it was probably one of my best photo shoots.
bro,
And then
I was gonna
yeah,
that's when you're gonna put on. That's
that
how it always is.
that was it because I'm like, this is the one shot. Like I need to know if I need to get back in modeling or if I need to just go home. You know what I'm saying? I need to just leave. So it definitely was but from there started modeling, got tired of it. One of my photographers asked me if I wanted to host his fashion show. And I was like, hell yeah. I never hosted a show before, but I'm always the hype man in the back. I'm always getting everybody lit. I'm always getting everybody turned. I'm always waking everybody up. He gave me an opportunity. I get to the show. He's like, well, I told you to have a co-host, but you're by yourself. You gotta hold the whole show by yourself. Hold it down. Figure it out. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but figure it out. It's by yourself. And that was just really what took off me doing hosting. And then eventually I got ready to do podcasting because I love meeting people. I love talking to people. I love it.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you. Like, as far as like the podcasting, because you said you kind of got tired of the modeling thing.
Yeah, very
So
tired.
was so. I mean, do you still do it now? You still, I think,
I do it for fun. Yeah.
for fun. So now it's a hobby. Is
Now,
it? So is modeling more of a hustle? Was it a means to get to the next level? Is podcasting where you going, or
definitely. I think it was like a means for me to be like feel confident, more confident in myself. To be like, okay, girl, you could do this. You could go out and talk to people, and you could be not so in the crib. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a people person, but I thought like business wise. And then so when I finally got that thought, it was from modeling, but it was like the pay wasn't where it was at.
yeah,
It really didn't do it, and I got tired of being like, okay, what's next? I'm behind. I'm sitting in the back of fashion shows. Everybody like newbies. I'm like, I already been doing this. I'm tired. Like once I get
yeah,
tired and I feel like that's not my place no more, I gotta go. And
yeah,
that was it. Like I'm just sitting in the back, like I'm just looking like I'm hyping you girls up. I'm getting y'all lit. I need to get paid for this.
right.
I'm not getting paid for this.
You're doing pro bono right now.
Right. I'm like, bro, y'all just getting real free turnness. And I'm like, I'm good. It's fun, but it's like once you get past, okay, I've done this enough. I've been in enough fashion shows. I got so many pictures that I post old ones now. So it's
Yeah,
like I was on my grind, but it's just like I got tired of it. You know, you get tired of it. Maybe my calling wasn't to model, but to get me to where I am right now. Because I know for a fact this is my calling. Podcasting, radio, media, that's my calling, you know?
that's what I was gonna say. So now it seems like, so boom, you went through there, but now you found your. And a lot of us do that. A lot of us, I gotta go through like 4 or 5 different things before I figured it out. And I might, hey, I don't know what tomorrow's gonna bring. You know what I'm saying? So when you get to the podcast thing, what was your approach as far as getting in? Because there's a lot of people that want to get into it. A lot of people want to know how it works. I know what my approach was, but your approach, you're on set. You came in there with a cameraman and lighting, and I'm running mine live on the board. So I mean, was that always your approach, or like what was going on? Like when you got into it, how did you get into it?
When I got into it, I had the opportunity from shout out to pregame radio that's in Brooklyn. They actually gave me like a virtual podcast thing, like a virtual radio show, and it was cool. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh, where the Wi-Fi? Let's go, Wi-Fi. We back. I think. No sound. Your mic might be muted. And this is live.
How about now?
Can hear you now. Good to go. We live. We live.
I never been on D&D. I don't know why people are calling me. But so I actually so after the pregame, I ended up doing it with one of my friends. It didn't work out. And so my approach was, I really love this. And even though it didn't work out with my friend, I can make it work, you know? So I honestly started in my backyard, in my front yard. No cameraman. It was like my phone and it was the camera. No lighting, no nothing. I went through losing footage, thinking I'm having, like, setting it up, thinking it's being recorded. The whole interview not recorded.
Oh, yeah. I've definitely been through that. Yeah.
It literally went through all those stages. And then this is my main thing with networking and hustling. Shoot your shot. If you see like something that's in your shoot your shot with that person. And I'm only saying that because I saw Hip Hop Network TV. It was looking for interns. I'm like, I really am tired of working for free, but this is what I really, really love. I shot my shot. I wrote them like, I can intern. I can do whatever I need to do to get to where I need to go so that you guys can help me. And that's what I did. I interned. They called me in, being on grind after months of grinding and honestly getting tired, but not giving up. They called me in, we having a meeting. I'm like, shit, I messed up. They're about to fire my ass. Which I don't know what I did. But basically they're like, well, we have a show. I mean, we have an opportunity that we want to present to you. And the show would basically be, you interviewing up and coming business owners and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, you want me to co-host with somebody? They're like, no, it's your show. It's your show. We provide you. We'll give you a cameraman. We'll hook you up and all that. Just gotta be consistent as you was when you were interning. I'm like I could drop on Hip Hop Network TV. I'm like, no, you lying. I mean, I literally almost. I try not to be so like teary-eyed and crybaby, but I'm like, I know you lying. Like, I worked so hard for my podcast. Like, I love her. Like, I can't let up on it.
Once you start, like, when you're passionate about something and you're watching it grow, like, yeah. Even on my side, like, piecing it together, I started on the phone. You know what I'm saying? And just been piecing it up, just doing different things. And yeah, so I feel you.
It's baby steps. Like, baby steps. People think, oh, I want to do a podcast, so I need my camera, I need a light, I need this, I need that. And it's like, bro, I just got a mic like a couple months ago. Like, you don't always have to have everything. Like, you're not going to always have everything, because then it's going to be, that's how you shut down quicker, because you think you got to have everything. And then if you don't have everything, you like, I can't do this. I can't do it. Like,
just go. Do it. That's what I said. Yeah, go piece it together, figure it out while you go.
Just do it like.
Oh, my fault. Just do that. Just definitely do it just like Nike. No pun intended. Let me get the sponsorship, y'all. So Hip Hop Network, how many seasons have you been rocking over there with the podcast?
I'm on my second season.
we was episode 1. I know we was episode. I believe we was episode 1 of the second season.
That was episode 2.
So 2 or 2. We take 2 because it's crazy because we opened up 222. So 2's it is. 2's it is.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
and y'all was my biggest. Like, that was definitely a blessing. It was a beautiful blessing. Like, oh my goodness. I shout out to you guys for.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you, man. You hit on networking, and what I want to say about networking too, I want to follow up on that. networking is business essentials. It's business basics 101. It doesn't matter what you know; it matters who you know. And what she said, yeah, what she said is so true because if you're one that if you're gonna be a hustler and you're gonna survive and you're gonna get money, you've got to have conversations with people. Because when you do, you're gonna figure out there's other people in the room that are trying to get money like you. Ooh. They got resources you don't have. They can match up with yours. They got exposure. Right now, we doing cross promotion without doing cross promote. We just doing it. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna get into Atlanta, but shout out to Atlanta because one thing we do in Atlanta, a lot of bad, they got your good, your bad, all that. But one thing we do down here is get money. We network. That's what we do, man.
Networking is definitely key. Having this conversation, it's hard to have this conversation with people that don't understand it, but you have to. It's not gonna fall on your lap. You're not gonna come here and say, "Oh shit, I ain't make it yet. Nobody's calling me." You have to get out. You have to, if you're in that element, meet mad people, even if they're doing the same thing. You have to talk to them because they could put you onto something that you would never thought.
Yeah.
Can get where you need to get,
Yeah, definitely. We had the news broadcast from Channel 2 come in, get her hair done, and we ain't even know it was her. Shouted us out on. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know who you in the company of. You don't know what they know. You don't know the resources, etc. And your motive isn't to come to them just to take. Nah, it's to bring and present what you got at the table too. Right. You bring something. You know what I mean? It's a fair exchange. Y'all get a little bit further to the goal. You can go fast by yourself, but you go further together. Believe that.
Oh my goodness, that's so true. I'm not even gonna hold you. That's how I got to where I'm at now. I always say that. It's like I got to this place by meeting people, taking myself. I mean, of course, I just moved here, so I had to meet people, and it's awkward sometimes to go out by yourself and take yourself out to network, but you gotta, because everybody's not gonna be there to hold your hand. Like, meet this person and meet this person. You gotta go out there and do it yourself, for sure.
No question. I know people that unfortunately that moved down here for the sake of, you know what I'm saying, they had dreams of making it, but when they got here, they weren't networking and they didn't make it. I don't know.
It's like you really, and you can't hang out with your networking friends. That's a lot of times too. You always a lot of people want to cling to their networking friends, the ones that can get out and go and talk to people, but you still in the back burner. You can't use them as that clutch. You have to go out and be like, hey, my name is this. Hey, my name is that. You're gonna get mad at yourself because you're not gonna come. You wonder why you're stagnant. You've been here a year, 2 years. You ain't even worked with nobody. I've worked with models that live here, and I'm working with photographers that they've been dying to work with. But why? You ain't networking. You ain't networking. You have networking is key. Literally tell people that you can work behind the scenes, or I could work at a couple photo shoots and call it networking. But it ain't networking. No matter what you are, introvert, extrovert. I'm an introvert, extrovert. A lot of people think that I'm just a person that's a people person, but they don't see what it takes while I'm in this room to get up and get out and go talk to 100 people. They just think you just get up, you that person, MJ, you always lit. And it's like, girl, I gotta take me a couple shots.
Most of us aren't that way though. Most of us are introverted. It's just we know how to get in front of an audience and communicate points and but it does. I know even myself, like I gotta recharge. I gotta chill. I got to pace myself because a lot of thought when we're journalists essentially. When you have a podcast, you're essentially a journalist. You're not just a vlog. You're a lot of things, and when you take it to heart, it's a responsibility, and you draw things up, and you try to kind of put together something that's going to cause an impact, man. So, yeah, I get it.
You definitely do, and you want to be different. You want to be like, it's so much to it, but you can still do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, still do it. I always tell people that, like, either if you're in music, if you're doing modeling, if you're doing media, still do it. Like, just do it. I'm short. I'm only 5 foot. I mean, Tyler got turned down from people that told me I was too short. I was not tall enough. I get that all the time. My first show, the lady that asked if I could model for her, that was the first eye-opening show. where a designer told me straight up to my face, I looked at your pictures, I thought you was tall enough, you're not walking in my line. Straight up. Boom. Nope. And he ended up, and the crazy thing is he ended up at the end during the show, he ended up needing another model, which was me. And he got so mad that his assistant put the outfit on me, and I kill it. And I still have this picture of my phone to this day. Us all and the host taking a picture because the host was like, "Can we bring that outfit back? We want to see that outfit." And he had literally did an interview right by me after cursing me out wearing the outfit. Yeah, like, you're too short, you can't wear it. Put the outfit on me.
What's meant to be is meant to be.
It's meant to be. Like people gonna turn you down, but you gotta get up every single day and still be like, okay, I got one no, but I can get 1,000 yeses the next day. You feel me? Period. Right. That's what happens. But fuck it. I mean, forget it.
Let me ask you a question. You kind of touched on it, and that's a good segue right there. It's in the title. It's in the top of the hour. I put it in a Black woman's perspective. We've been talking about in past podcasts about discrimination y'all face, how y'all are targeted more than anybody probably on the face of the planet Earth, and probably mostly by us African American women, or men. That's why I always apologize to y'all on behalf of all of us, even myself. You know what I'm saying? In the past, we all as men, we got to do better for y'all and for ourselves. But you touched on what I would call, maybe some would say preference. I would say height discrimination. I don't know. But I want to get into discrimination. I want to get into some of the things you might have faced along your journey, because you hit on it. Everybody's not going to say yes. Some people are going to say no because they might not see you as talented. Some people are going to say no because they don't like the way you speak. Some people are going to say no because they don't like you from your New York. What are some of the things you faced and pushed past, overcome, so you can share with the rest of the viewers and let them know they're not alone? Because I'm sure if you're watching this, you've came across your own hurdles and obstacles.
Definitely. Oh my God. I think it will start more so with the modeling. That was my biggest hurdles. Dealing with photographers that you think you just about to do a regular shoot, and they on 10. They want you to get naked. They want to flirt, and they want to be more like physical.
They're not professional.
Nowhere near professional. Nowhere near professional. I mean, I'm like, dang, I just came here for a shoot. And they realize you're new here, and they want to just take advantage. I think I ran into that majority of the time from modeling than anything. I now that I got molded, that would never happen with my media or my podcast. But definitely feeling like, okay, you're just a body. Like, you got a nice body. So
how often does that happen? Like
a lot.
And how often, unfortunately, is somebody maybe not strong enough? I don't even want to say strong enough, because you could be strong but could feel like you're in danger and can't get out of it and might make move. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many? You know what I'm saying? And just not in modeling, music.
It happens a lot.
In regular 9 to 5s. You know,
a lot of women get scammed. A lot of men. I mean, for example, like a couple months of me moving here, I got offered a deal to model. I think it was in Miami or something like that. And the guy was just like gassing it up, and he was like, "If you just pay like $200, everything else is going to be paid for, and everything." And da, da, da. And I'm like, something in my spirit was like, "Okay, I'm gonna just hit you up tomorrow. I'll let you know tomorrow." Da, da, da. I wait till the next day. I'm in my model group, and it's like going off. It's going off. It's going off. I'm like, what's going on? The same dude that hit me hit mad other girls and took all their money. Like, everybody's money was gone. Like, literally was like, because the opportunity, I think it was like to work with like J. Cole or something. It was like a wild big experience that I feel like a lot of women would.
But he set it up nice. Evidently, he had to set his presentation must have been right, because he got multiple.
It was good. Oh, it was good. Oh, he literally had the breakdown of the days. He had the hotel. He had the Bro, he had everything, and he got so many women out there money, and that happens a lot. And then I realized something has to give. Something has to give, bro. Like, I mean, working with photographers and they're can sexually assault a woman. Like, you got me thinking I'm doing, maybe even if I'm not doing regular, maybe I want to do lingerie, maybe I want to feel cute. The women will go thinking it's lingerie, and he talking about getting naked, got a whole nother guy there. That's a naked male model or something. I've run into so many crazy things, and I have to, one, encourage women, but two, get a contract. No matter what you do. If you do artists, if you're an artist, you do music, podcast, modeling, real estate, get a contract. Before you meet anybody new, get a contract, because it's like, and in that contract needs to specifically say, like, if I'm doing music with you, you cannot flirt with me, sexually assault me, none of that, unless it's, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't even still get that way, but it has to be a contract that women need to give out to, not even just men, women too, or anybody you're working with. That can't be a go, like, because it's just too hard out here. It's not even just black men, it's women, it's white men for sure, 100%, even worse. And so it's like, you really got to protect yourself, because we never know what's gonna come. So at least I could do is give you this contract. If you want to work with me, sign that, so that if you do try that, I'm suing you, point blank, and nobody wants to get sued. I don't think nobody wants to get sued. So you definitely gotta do that.
Yeah, I just want to
Bring somebody with you. But if you're in a place like me where I didn't have anybody, get a contract. Get a contract, get some type of camera, little mini cameras, anything we have to do, unfortunately, to protect ourselves. Because it's bad. It's real bad out here.
So that's I mean, to me, that's the worst of the worst. I mean, I don't know if anybody thinks it can get worse, but I think that's the worst of the worst. But what are some other things you face? You spoke on, you say you're gonna start with the model. Have you faced any things dealing with podcasts or any other places in your life?
I would say that people don't take your time seriously. Like, I mean, granted, I was a little, but I get it. People don't take it seriously. I've sat and drove to do interviews, and I say I'll be there at 6, and we don't start till like 7:30. And it's like, okay, it's just me. So people kind of take advantage of a pretty face. And that's men and women, literally. So I do run into the time consuming. I mean, I can get 30 minutes, but an hour and a half is just taking it too far. And then guys writing you to like do maybe an interview, and then right after they too busy trying to flirt with you. They're not really taking you serious as a businesswoman. They're just looking at it like you're a pretty face and you're intelligent and you can hold a conversation, which is what I'm supposed to do. Right? That's what I'm supposed to do. But I'm not looking to take you home or you come to my crib. So I run into that with a lot of guys. I don't want to say I dress inappropriate, but I dress up. Like, I wear a lot of heels and I dress for my podcast because that's what you should do. And a lot of guys still take advantage of it. Like, we can never be cool because you too busy trying to flirt with me. So yeah, that happens too. But I haven't ran into no like sexual things. Really grateful for Hip Hop Network TV to take me away from that thought, because they're ran by 2 men. Shout out to Ant and shout out to Frank. They ran by 2 men, and I've never felt like, oh my God, I cannot be around these guys because they're too busy trying to flirt with me or they're trying to be in my face. And it's like, I've never ran into that with them.
Yeah, they're professionals. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to Hip Hop Network TV.
No, for real. Because I be getting on their nerves, and they not one time try to do nothing crazy. I get on their nerves.
Hey, but I think it's important that we talk about stuff like this because it needs to be exposed. We need to get better at keeping those type of people out the industry. Because what happens when you don't challenge it, and I get it, certain things, there's different things, different ways of doing things. But when we don't challenge certain things or at least shine a light on them, they can become the so-called gatekeepers. They can hold keys to all the doors, and that's when it becomes real dangerous. They start to control art and music and media, and we ain't gonna get into all, but we see it, and it happens. You know what I'm
they
saying?
try to get you with the same contract. They try to get you when you signing. You might as well do the same thing with them. Get them one over. Get them to sign one. That's what I would advise. So they give you a contract, you give them one too.
But for real though, I've done contracts with my own brother. You know what I'm saying? Just because business is not personal.
It's not
and
personal.
If you're unwilling to sign a contract, then I don't think your business is correct. Because if your business is correct, you ain't got nothing to hide and no contract to fear.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Gotta
get a contract.
That's it. Get it in writing. Make sure.
DocuSign, whatever. Because if I sue you, it's over with. You want a man down. You know what I mean? Like, just respect your black women, they black queens, and you. I mean, in both ways, women, because a lot of times we can see fine men. I mean, I could be shit, and you giving me the interview, you kind of get too flirty, and it's like, no, it's just an interview.
Nah, but I mean, it's 2022, so man, it's anything goes for real. It's the wild, wild west. Like, you're either gonna run into people that are about their business, or you're gonna run into people that haven't figured it out yet. They still playing games. That's how I feel.
Right. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. But you can't be friends or keep friends that are like, they're not on the same level. You can't keep them around as much as you love them, as much as you want to. You can't be, and even if you keep them around, you can't keep them around for certain things that you got to do. If you go on networking and you won't have that friend that one friend that networks, do not bring them. That's one want to go home. You have to like put your friends in categories or stop hanging with them. Point blank, period. Because if they're not helping you add in certain levels, then you gotta let them go. And if that category is they only help you when you need to get some advice, keep them in that category. Keep certain friends in certain categories. Do not bring them out and they not that out friend. You get mad at them because they're not that friend that wants to do the stuff. You can't get mad at them,
I ain't gonna lie, I'm not the friend to bring to the lounge, but I'm the friend to bring to the dinner date. We sitting at the table, we having drinks, we eating. I'm gonna be the life of the party. Put me in the lounge, there's too much going on. I'm not comfortable there.
Exactly. Know your friends. A lot of people get mad at their friends, which I'm not even gonna cap. I'm really learning that now. I would get mad like, girl, you need to be doing this. But you can't push that. Let them push themselves. You push yourself. You keep your friendship how it is, but just be careful. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate them in their wheelhouse. Appreciate them where they at.
And where they at. Can't get mad at them. Just gotta love them for where they at. Exactly.
And I love that. Like, the more you walk your path, you're gonna keep running into people that are like-minded because they go in the same direction. So, let me ask you this real quick. This kind of really off the cuff, but they're actually talking about this morning on Breakfast Club.
Okay.
This morning, one of the mornings, they brought it up and they were talking about the Roe versus Wade thing. Yeah, it's a big hot topic still. I feel like, because it's dangerous. And to my men out there, we got to think about this. If politicians are saying they can basically make decisions over our women's bodies, could they not do the same thing about us? I don't know.
They basically doing it. They making our babies because it takes both of us together to do it. If I can't abort mission, you stuck with a baby in child support. Period.
What are your thoughts on, like, when you heard that, when they're basically saying yay or nay, you don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? With this, everything that's going on, how do you feel? Like,
I feel like we go through, like, women go through it so much. They try to control us in so many ways, with pay, with the way we dress, with the way we look, that I'm not surprised. Mm-hmm. I'm just honestly at all. Like, I just can't fathom that this is really going on. So I think it's just really still hitting me. But it's like, I don't know which way to approach it. Like, we have a whole 100% ownership of our bodies. Is what it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yo,
but we don't.
I'm
So
looking at like what's
I'm
going
like,
on when they started saying that. I thought it was fake news when they first
I
started
thought
talking.
it was too. And then it's like, okay, growing up where I grew up at, I honestly, oh my God, ladies, don't kill me. But I honestly can get where abortion is getting crazy. Like I can get that part where people was doing like 5, 6 of them joints. And that's
Mhm.
cool. Like
You hear
I
about
would
it
see
too.
probably right. I could probably see why they would put it on those people. But people that are literally like victims of either rape or they can't have the baby or so many things that could possibly go wrong.
So
I feel like
yeah.
who are you to tell? Right. Who are you to tell me I gotta have this baby? That's crazy. Like we already get so much flack. Like I get it, men get it too, but it's nowhere near like it's when there's trans men that get way more shit than women. And you a man, like men, it's scientifically fact is what I'm saying, that they get more than I feel like than women. And there's like trans men that get like their own bathrooms, they own this, they own that transform into women. Trans women, I guess is the best way. They get so much shit, but then they taking so much from us. Like they taking like we can't be able to if we don't want to have this baby, we can't abort mission. You're taking away, but you're gonna give to everybody else that's technically women. Like it doesn't make sense. It kind of like throws me off. Like God forbid we talk about that community at all because all hell breaks loose. But if you come to an actual woman, you're telling us no matter what your situation is, no matter what, you basically gotta have this baby, and it's fucked up. I mean, it's messed up. Like we get so much taken away, but everything else is given. Like I don't know. Like either way, it's lose. Men lose, women lose, but we are losing a lot. Like if you see women that sit down, like the judge, the black judge, she got ate up, chewed up left and right, as to be like that the black judge. What's her name?
You talking about the Supreme
Dang.
Court?
Yes, she got chewed up. You feel me? Chewed up.
Mhm.
And it's like, would she have been chewed up that bad if she was a man? Like, you know what I'm saying? We get chewed up, we get ate up all the time. It's like, no, it's a lose-lose. I feel like we really just can't win for losing. We not sitting here fighting that. Y'all fighting that. Men, it's men on the panel telling women you can abort mission, but what happens when we overpopulate? Come on.
You know what I thought was weird was I don't know about now, but we were in the midst of like a formula shortage. And at the same time they were saying no longer
Abort.
were people And then
Right.
I heard a story, and I don't know if it's true, if it's fake news, forgive me, but I think they were talking about on the radio about a 10-year-old girl. And I don't know all the details behind it, but it's a hot topic, and I can only imagine she might be in one of the states where they
She
banned
can't
it.
abort mission.
That's
Crazy. Crazy. And no matter what you can say, a 10-year-old is not consenting to none of that. So
and how can you as an adult sign off on that? Like of right mind and conscience. I don't even know how you can prove that
and birth that child. We not back in the day,
that.
bro. That doesn't even make sense. It's sick.
Yeah.
It's sick. But we've been controlled for man. Look, we watch Color Purple. We laugh at it. We watch Miss Chalet. We laugh at it. We watch Ike and Tina. We laugh at it. But the society has always been that a woman has to do whatever it takes to please your man or please anybody. We watch like Ike and Tina, Miss Chalet, and The Color Purple. Every last one of their parents told them like, you gotta do what you gotta do with. Like you gotta deal with that to keep your man. And it's like, well, if this 10-year-old child had a baby, is she keeping a man, or is she keeping somebody that could be a predator off the streets? Like
I mean, I don't know again, but
it's deep. A 10-year-old shouldn't even be. Come on, bro. She's 10. I mean, I don't know what 10-year-olds is thinking now, but I know that it's not that.
It don't even because I'm just thinking, and this is 2022, but we might have to do a poll panel on this, but definitely wanted to get your perspective. I might do a woman's right joint, but
do a woman's right panel, please, and woman's month. Please do. Please
shoot
do.
me
because it needs to be talked about.
My handy dandy pen. Shoot me a message when you just a reminder, just that word, and I'm gonna go ahead and pencil that. But yeah,
because it needs to be talked about. There's so many educated women that have so many things that need to be talked about, and it needs to be talked about. Period.
Right.
I mean, that can go hand. I mean, it probably won't go hand in hand with the men versus women one, but the women one you do definitely has to tap into empowerment and the things that we go through, the things that we feel. Goes from color, it goes from inner, outer, feeling beautiful. Like, I'm a dark-skinned woman, and I know how many times I've heard you pretty be a dark skin. I mean, if I had a dime for every time I heard that shit, I probably would be a billionaire.
Hey, you know what my favorite my favorite one as a guy is because I'm mixed. They're like, "What are you?" I don't mean to be rude, but what are you? Like I'm a zoo exhibit or something. But anyway, I feel
we
you.
definitely need to talk about it.
I might not be, you know what I'm saying, but I catch it. It's weird. It's like
it's weird. It's weird, and it's like date what you need to date, girl. If you don't know what I am, you need to date somebody that you know what it is. Like for real, date what you know. Date what you know what it is. If you know that's a black man, don't come up to me like, "What is you like?" I could be anything. I mean, anything.
It's weird, man. People are different in 2020.
People are different. Thank God you're married. And thank God you don't have to go through this. Thank you, Jesus. Okay. But you bring a big help to that panel because you're a married man. And some people don't even know what that life feels like. So you can definitely shed light to that.
And that's not for everybody, but we need more units. I feel like we need more units, man.
100%.
I feel we do.
100%. I feel like we do 110%. But that's with all cultures because I know a lot of people. I was hearing that shit earlier in with this Kanye West and George Floyd thing. I don't know if you heard about it. Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss.
Come on, like. He had to buy. He just bought a social media platform like Parler or something because he knows he's done.
Yeah, he's done data, bro. After that, it was like, come on, bro. We all saw that shit. I mean, whatever. So it's like we as black people go against each other, but that's in every. I think it's just we just make it public. It's more public with us. Like white people go through that same shit. I'm sure. Indians, Chinese. There's Asians that don't even like other. Chinese don't even like these, like, you know what I'm saying? They have their own beefs. We just don't see it as public as we do. So I'm just like, if we together, just keep the public shit that we go through on the side.
Yeah, it's social media. That's crazy. We gotta get back and talk about social media and everything. But
social media, because people really see that, really think that's life.
Yeah, and they have no clue. Well, they do a lot.
Right.
Yeah, but some people are caught up in the matrix, man. They believe in their own lies up there.
Yeah,
like
it is. It's like the MARTA. I mean, the meta. Is that what it is? That's on there.
The bus. Oh, you talking about metaverse?
The metaverse. That's what I feel like being. It's like that's where we're gonna live in. Niggas is just gonna put some over their face and be that fake ass person because that's what it's giving. You see, like when we had MySpace and Facebook, nobody really looked at other people's lives as I want that. But now with social media, everybody's like, females is like, girl, I'm not pretty enough because my ass is not big. I need to go to Dominican Republic just to be working at Walmart. It doesn't make sense. It's like we look at social media and we get sunken into like, damn. I used to do that. I'm 25. I'm not married. I don't got no kids. And I don't feel like I'm where I need to be with my career. And I see people that's 24, 26 billionaires. You know what I'm saying? So it makes me like, dang, like it used to make me feel like that. And it's like, that's not how life rolls. Everything's not going to happen when we want it to happen. And we see other people that got it. They still going through shit too. Struggling mentally. Real bad.
I just did a poll. I did a whole episode up here about mental health. I go to therapy once a week. People see the outside successes, but there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, man.
You're absolutely 110, 130% right. People
Yeah,
never
shout
see
out.
what's wrong, and they think you're
Yeah.
just so cheery. Oh my God. And then you got to keep it up because that's what the people see. So everybody see it, and they, God forbid you get down, but shout out to mental health and therapy.
Yeah, shout out to anybody that's on the path of healing, really taking healing serious. Because man, the way society, if you don't take that step yourself, sheesh,
You by
that's all I'm
yourself. And shout out to people
Yeah.
that's breaking them family curses, them
Yeah.
childhood, them fighting that battle with their childhood. Because I feel like that's a big battle too. Getting to break between you and that person that you was when you was a child, especially if you was traumatized or going through hurt. You shout out to y'all because shit, I'm a part of it right now. I'm really understanding it. You know what I'm saying? We get angry, we get upset, we have to retract. And it's like, damn, shout out to y'all that's really dealing with the battle between the older you and the younger you.
Oh man, it's work. It's work, man. I heard something dope though. They said either you're walking towards the blessing or you're walking towards the curse. You can't go two places at the same time.
You can't. You just gotta know which one it is. That's the thing. A lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't look at it like
Better wake up.
The past. Nah, bro, that's the past, bro. You're triggered like crazy. You don't have a perfect life. How much of your perfect life you think you have? It's not perfect.
No.
Shout out to therapy, man. You the bomb. Yeah.
Shout out, hey, man, we're gonna do a whole. We got to get you back up here because I feel like we barely touched on anything. We had 17 technical difficulties because we going live, but guess what?
Beautiful, we bury
it. Yeah, that's how we rock, anyways. But I wanted to definitely give you time. You kind of touched on it, but please let everybody know everything that you getting into, that you doing. And then then I did want to ask one question too, though.
What?
You're in your lane, but what's 5 years from now going to look like? Tell us everything going on now, and then tell us what 5 years later going to look like. The 5 years.
Okay, what's going on now? Oh my goodness, you guys. It would mean so much to me to have everybody's support. I am doing my first live podcast panel. It will be at Six Lounge, and so I'm gonna need you there. Hopefully, you can get on the panel. That'd be dope if you can. We'll talk about that when we get off here.
Tell them don't put me on the panel. Look, I'm gonna show.
But I want you on the panel. Look, it's gonna be me and it's gonna be 5 other podcasts, media personalities. We're gonna tap in to basically everything. So if you guys are watching this live, come out and be a live audience. Do some Q&As. It's gonna be dope. That's really what I'm looking forward to. It's my first event by myself. Like,
how can people find information on that event one more time?
You can find information on that event on my podcast page, Instagram, Yagirl MJ. I'm sorry, as MJ, AS told by MJ. You'll find that. If you have a media, and if you don't want to get on the panel, but you want to know about getting into media, tap in. If you want to set up, tap in. Like, we definitely would love to have you there. It's gonna be at Six Lounge, October 26th, 7 p.m. Drink specials. They're gonna have a live band once it's over, so it's gonna be really, really dope. I want y'all to come out, pull up on me. Hey, you gonna be on the building because you on that pod. You gonna get on that panel.
I'm gonna pull up.
We need you on that panel. Bring the game with you.
I'm gonna bring Team 100.
Yeah, bring the game with you and come on out there. That's what I have going on. That's the 26th. I really got a lot of things going on. I just kind of like I need a big ass planner right here so I can just look at it. But October 30th, if I'm not mistaken, 30th, I'm being nominated for Model of the Year.
Shout out to you.
Okay. But the main real thing right now is I'm working on is my panel. It's gonna be really, really dope. Been dying to do this forever. So I find opportunity to do it. So that's the main thing that's popping up. Tap in, tune in, and then 5-year goals already started. Started when I was 25, when I first moved here. So now I'm 27. I'm on my 3rd year. So I got 2 more years to go, y'all. 2 more years to go. every year has been falling in line. I swear to God, every year has fell in line. I wrote that down and I buried it. Honestly, it's in Decatur somewhere. But so the first year was to get my name out there, get myself out there actually more than anything, and learn Georgia. So that was 1 year down. 2 was to become published. So I rated that and further up my game. And I never kind of get too specific, so I didn't really want to get specific with modeling. The first year was to push it out, and then the second year was to be to where I'm at, so it can open up other avenues. Which that's what happened. It opened up the hosting and podcasting. So my next 2 years is to get my podcast on TV. I'm trying to get on TV. Call me Oprah. I want to I want a Wendy Williams show, you know what I'm saying? I really want that Wendy Williams type of fly, buzz. I don't care. Just pick me up.
That daytime talk show host type feel. I can see that.
Yes.
See that?
Talk show host. Like, that's me. Like, that's me. Homie.
Right.
Even from doing the reunions, and you need to call somebody to be the host.
Network. Eric Tag Zeus Network right now, man.
Yeah, probably not too ghetto for me. They too ghetto for me, but
I'd be caught up on Zeus.
Call me. Look.
They need some mediators up there. I said, I'm going to submit.
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about even just submit to a show just so I could say something funny so they can give me my own show, because that's what it's getting. But it seemed like the guy from who sits down and talks to people, so I just need to get to where I need to get to him. Put my show on there, but it's not drama, so I need him to understand that. But yeah, give me my talk show. BT. I'm trying to get on that red carpet. All that is my last 2 years. It's grind time. I gotta get to where I need to get.
And you down here in the right spot too.
Oh my God, I love Georgia. Despite the things that we go through, things happen anywhere you go. But Georgia is such a beautiful place. The people are definitely beautiful people. And if you stay in the right elements, you'll meet beautiful people. So many people, you might meet people, man, this is just none but drama, gang violence, this, and this. But that's what you're around. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. People be like, I can't go out because everybody getting shot. I don't see that.
Yeah.
I don't see that at all. So you have to move around good elements and good vibes. And I appreciate the people that I've met here in Georgia, because I swear they the bomb. Where they the bomb. I really haven't ran into people, but besides the photographers and shit. But you know what I'm saying? People with the modeling and stuff. This is the place to be. Just don't give up. Type shit. Do not give up.
That's what I was going to ask you. What's the message to the people? What's the takeaway? What needs to be heard, man? What's a lesson? Anything you want to pass on to the world right now?
Okay, so this is what I call this inspirational vitamin on my podcast. So this is your daily dosage. The daily dosage, since we be talking about mental health. Mental health, number one, is wealth. My favorite saying. Mental health is wealth. The amount of money that you spend on things to get you away from your mental health is the amount of money you need to spend to get you back to your mental health. So smoking, whatever you want to do that just deters you, take that same time out for that and put it into getting your mental health together. The same funds you can spend on bread, on weed and shit like that, and drinks, you can spend it on a therapist and get your health together. Tap into that first before you get into anything, because it never fold. Never fold. Never give up on you, because you never know what's gonna happen. Things gonna fall. Shit gonna happen. Life gonna crumble. You gonna be looking at a guy like, my nigga, again. I'm tired. And I know I told him, like, bro, I don't know how everybody play, but me, I'd be like, come on, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired. Like, stop. But sometimes you got those things so that you can get to where you need to get to. So don't give up on you. You're moving here. And you're like, I don't know nobody. You know somebody. Somebody's going to be here for you. Somebody's going to be there. Tap in to a lot of the Facebook groups. If you don't know nobody, get into them Facebook groups. I'm 100% with telling people, please get into Facebook groups, because they help you. They have networking Atlanta. If you type in Atlanta anything, it's going to pop up. Podcasts, media, networking, friends. There's a friend group in Atlanta, and I've met a ton of dope girls in there. just tap into your resources, and you're not by yourself. Just remember that. Period.
That's fine. Salute to you. Hopefully, not to put you, I know you say you're down for the panel, but I'd also like to get you back up here, what I'm saying, for one-on-one, because I feel like we need to touch on the social media.
Please.
I feel like there's a couple more things we need to really get more in depth on, but salute to you. Thank you. The first time you graced us with your platform, glad to get you up here on mine so you can answer some questions. To me, it's always refreshing when I'm on the other side. I've had the opportunity to do some interviews recently. But your perspective is needed. It's important. And you're an example to people, man. That's why we wanted you up here. You grind. Yeah, we salute.
Good job for even supporting the kid. Like, y'all are amazing. The show is amazing. Take off, and I'm here every time. You say, "Yo, can you come on the show?" I'm like, "Yep."
Hold everybody too. I've already had they like, yo, and I've already had some people up here 2-3 times already because they just, and I appreciate it, man, because I want to keep the conversation going. Yeah,
let's keep going. Shoot, bring it back. Let's go. Other topics.
All right, bring them. Hey, and I tell anybody that's watching, man, any topics you want to see touched on, or if you want to get up here yourself, you can always follow the100 TV at the_100_TV on IG, or you can email clwillers@gmail.com. Put it in the comments, link trees on all the social media platforms. This is not my platform, it's all of our platforms, man. Again, salute to your girl MJ. Please, if you're not tap in with her, because the rest of the world ain't caught up yet. Whole lot of people I'm seeing the numbers go up every time you put content out there too, man. Salute to you.
Yes, thank you. Yo, I'm look, because that's not for the week either. Content, getting numbers and people to view and people being consistent.
We gonna. That's why I want to get up here and get into all that for real.
Yes, that's why I'm on the panel so we can talk about it.
I'm gonna do panels on the battle of sexes, women's rights, social media. I'm gonna start that because everybody keeps saying it needs to be done. So we got voices. Let's go. Till next time, we definitely gonna cross paths. Salute to you, Queen. Salute to everybody out there. Peace, love, and blessings, man. And consistency's king, consistency's queen. And be very, very careful how you spend your time. Be careful who you give it to. Be careful who you spend it with, etc., etc. Till next time, man. We always gonna keep it 100. Hopefully, y'all too. We just starting, but we steady taking off, man. See y'all at the top because we ain't going nowhere else, man. You already know. All right, till next time, man. Peace.
You the bomb, man.
Hey, we gotta get it in, man. We live with the tech. We still pushing through, dropping jewels, man. You did great. Salute to you, Queen. For real.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'ma DM you if you free too, for real, about the panel.